Okay, you guys have come through once again. I asked for more bizarre and goofy horror games, and you delivered with Seven Mansions' Ghastly Smile. This horror game from the year 2000 is actually insane. It's got goofy characters,
遺伝子工学の研究成果を見よう
weird science, unexplained plot points, the worst villain motive I have ever seen, and a twist at the end that literally had me at a loss for words. So today I'm going to tell you all about Seven Mansions' Ghastly Smile, the most nonsensical game I've come across in a long time. But first, the disclaimer. Please do not take this video as a serious review. I just like to talk about games that I find silly. This video is going to be a retelling of the story while I attempt to be funny along the way. I do not focus on the gameplay in these videos, but instead the story, as that is what I find most interesting. So if you're looking for someone to talk about gameplay, this is not the video for you. Okay, disclaimer over. Let's get into the crazy story of Seven Mansions' Ghastly Smile. We're already off to a great start. So the game gives you the option to choose whether you want to play as Kay, who needs some serious help in the fashion department, or Reina, a girl who for some reason acts like she's 6 years old throughout this entire game. Whichever character you don't pick will follow you around for the whole game, and you have to protect them and make sure they don't die. The character you choose doesn't have much of an effect on the story, so for this video, we're gonna go with Kay and his matching blue outfit as our main protagonist. Now let's start the game for real. Kay and Reina are childhood friends on summer vacation. They're headed to an island to search for Dr. Ernest. Kay is Dr. Ernest's pupil, and that's about all the information the game gives you on how they know each other. Anyway, Ernest wrote them a cryptic letter, so the two head out to the island he lives on to investigate. Once they arrive, Kay hurts himself by simply walking.
大変動かない方がいいわ
Reina decides to head off to this sketchy lab to look for help, and just leaves Kay lying there. While she's gone, this guy shows up out of nowhere and heals Kay with a laser? He tells him he should try drinking some of the amazing water they have on this island to feel even better, and leaves. Kay heads to the lab to meet up with Reina when he runs into the main enemy of the game. I'm sure that noise won't get annoying at all. Kay continues his search for Reina and finds a knife. Oh yeah, these monsters are going down now. You know, I'm not too sure what noise I would make after being slapped by a really strong monster, but I don't think it would be that. Kay finds Reina and cheers her up with some candy.
ほら、キャンディ。
Yeah, remember earlier when I said Reina acts like she's 6? The two happen upon this guy named Schneider, who says that he is a sublimator, a superhuman. He and the rest of the sublimators plan to kill all humans and take over the world.
遺伝子工学の研究成果を見よう
You're left to fight this mini-boss while Reina is no help at all. Kay and Reina decide that instead of searching this weird monster-infested lab for Ernest, they should maybe try searching his house first. Took them a while to figure out that one. There, we meet Ernest's daughter, Christy, who is very sickly, and her caretaker, Tanya. Neither of them have seen Ernest or know what happened to him, so this was actually a waste of time. They leave and run into Laser Man from the start of the game. They learn that his name is Alan, and he's Ernest's son. I find it kind of odd that they didn't already know this, because it seemed like Kay and Reina knew Christy, and they'd met before, so how did they not know about her older brother? How did they not know their friend Ernest's oldest child? Whatever, moving on, the pair decides to split up and look for clues. But before they go their separate ways, Kay gives Reina candy for bravery or something. Am I the only one who finds this weird? Obviously, it's not bad to give her candy, it's just the way they're acting, it's like she's a child. While searching, Kay runs into another person.
Hi.
This is Ricky. Don't ask who he is, because he won't tell you. Kay and Reina meet back up and discover that Christy and Tanya have been kidnapped. They head to yet another sketchy lab to look for them and Ernest. They run into this robot who won't let them go any further unless they're able to provide proof that they're Schneider. So they go find a tape where he's screaming and play it for the robot, and it lets them through. I don't know, it just kind of kills me.
Akira!
They run into Tanya, who's playing the organ like an evil mastermind. She looks at Kay and Reina with red eyes, and the two just fall under her control. She takes Reina and leaves Kay just standing there. Eventually, Kay snaps out of it and chases them down. He finds Tanya about to inject Reina with something. I don't know what. But it's supposed to turn her into a sublimator. But that's when Schneider locks all three of them in the room and starts filling it with poisonous gas. They break out through a window, and then Tanya just leaves. You never see her again. You never learn what her strange powers were or what her goal was. She's just gone now. I'm so confused. I thought maybe she was on Schneider's side since she was trying to turn Reyna into a sublimator, but when he locks all three of them in the room with the gas, she's like, ugh, Schneider. She hates him. So what is she doing? We will never know. The two run into Ricky, who's lying on the ground injured. He reveals that he's actually a secret agent who is supposed to blow this lab up, but now that he's injured, he's leaving the job to Reyna and Kay, and then off he goes. What a weird character. Then they finally find Ernest, who's been locked up. He starts going on about something called the Ark and how it's going to destroy the world. Reyna and Kay are like, yeah, okay, whatever, and go to set up the bombs that they got from Ricky. But first, they have to fight Schneider, who turns into the literal devil, while Reyna begs for more candy. They blow up the lab, but then something comes up out of the ocean. It's the Ark that Ernest was talking about. It's also known as the third secret lab of this game. Inside, they find this thing, and then a triangle flies out of nowhere, and projected onto it is the true mastermind, Alan. Dun dun dun! He explains that when he was young, Christy drank some dirty water, and it made her really sick. So as revenge, the siblings want to make a bunch of sublimators who would never harm the environment. They're going to kill humanity with this thing, Crystalia. It's powered by Christy, who is currently asleep and controlling it with her brain or something. I don't know. It's very confusing and not explained super well. But can we back up for a second? Their motive for destroying all of humanity is that Christy drank dirty water as a kid. Really? I have covered a lot of bad horror games on this channel, and this might be the worst motive I've ever come across. If they wanted to send a message about humanity destroying the environment, there were so many better ways to do it than this. They meet up with Ernest, who found the sleeping Christy. She wakes up and is like, I don't want to destroy humanity anymore. Girl, what changed your mind?
帰る時間だね。寂しくなるな。
夏休みも終わりだし、おじさまだってのんびりしてられないわよ。
I want you to know that I did not edit that. The game really just hard cuts from what looks like two characters dying to this happy scene. But spoiler alert, they're not dead. Christy is alive and well, so I have no clue what that was about. She's also not sickly anymore. How is she magically cured after spending her whole life being ill from dirty water? Then we see Alan, who has forgotten everything that happened and mentally reverted to the state of a child. That means he runs around like this now and is super happy and friendly. This is such a bizarre ending for the main villain. Kay and Reyna get back on their boat and head home. Reyna is all, wow, life is beautiful, and then she and Kay kiss. She could not resist that sweet blue outfit. Right before the credits, it's revealed that this seagull is a robot. I don't know what this means. Why was this revealed at the last second? And that is Seven Mansion's Ghastly Smile. It has been a while since a game has confused me this much. I don't really understand what sublimators are and what makes them so superior and incapable of harming the environment. What was the deal with Tanya? Why did Schneider turn into the literal devil? Why does Reyna act like she's 6? Why is this seagull a robot? And that is just scratching the surface because literally everything in this game has me like, huh? But if you've watched this channel before, you know that I love goofy, nonsensical horror games that confuse me. I could hate on games like this, but I just can't. They're so fun and silly. I just love it. Please let me know your favorite bizarre plot point in this game. I love that the villain's motive was drinking dirty water, but I'm also kind of obsessed with the enigma that is Ricky. Okay, that is going to do it for me today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to see more content from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!